Listen carefully. Stop for a moment. Before you decide anything, watch this. This story didn't start today. Something here doesn't add up. Eyes PNAHAN PNONTON 2060 DTIK. Pay attention to what happened next. This part matters. Don't miss this detail. What you're about to hear changes everything. What began as a harmless dating show moment turned into a heated online battle. Not because of a scandal. Not because of a rumor. But because of a single comment that pulled BTS into the spotlight without warning. Direct hit focus and ARAHCERITA, MENIT 14. Focus on this part. Look at this closely. Here, what most people overlooked. This wasn't a coincidence. It started on a Korean dating show. A simple introduction. A contestant walking in, smiling, saying a few words about himself. Nothing unusual, nothing dramatic. Until a panelist made an offhand remark. A joke. A comparison. A sentence that wasn't meant to go any further than the studio. They said the contestant looked like a BTS member. Not seriously. Not officially. Just casually. But in the BTS universe, nothing is ever just casual. Within hours, clips were uploaded. Screenshots spread across forums. Comments multiplied faster than anyone expected. Some viewers laughed it off. Others strongly disagreed. And a few felt something deeper was being crossed. That's when the tone shifted. Magnifying glass tilted left, BAGMANA, SEMUNYA MELEDAK. At first, it was curiosity. People replayed the clip. Paused the frame. Compared facial angles. Side by side, before and after. Then came the opinions. He kind of looks similar. No, not even close. Why bring BTS into this? This is disrespectful. The comment section stopped being playful. It became divided. And division online never stays quiet. What could have remained a forgettable TV moment turned into a full-scale debate. Not about the contestant. Not about the dating show. But about BTS. Brain KNAPA BTS SLALU JADITITIK API. This is the part many people missed. BTS is not just a group. They are a global symbol. A cultural reference point. A line people are extremely protective of. So when someone outside the idol industry is compared to them, even jokingly, it triggers something emotional. To some fans, it feels harmless. To others, it feels like trivializing years of work, sacrifice, and legacy. And once emotion enters the conversation, logic steps back. Pause, EMOSI, SETLAH FAKTA BERAT. Pause for a moment. Let that sink in. Sit with that for a second. Think about this carefully. This wasn't about looks. This wasn't about talent. This was about boundaries. Warning Duri, KOMENTRKE fan war. As the debate grew, the language changed. What started as "do you see it?" turned into, "why are you comparing him to BTS?" Then escalated into insults. Accusations. Defensiveness. Some accused the show of clout chasing. Others blamed fans for overreacting. A few even attacked the contestant himself, who never asked for the comparison. That's when things crossed a line. Performing arts, SIKONTSTANPA Here's the uncomfortable truth. The contestant did nothing wrong. He didn't mention BTS. He didn't encourage the comparison. He simply showed up. Yet suddenly, his face was everywhere. Analyzed, mocked, defended. All because of a comment he didn't control. This is the cost of viral attention in the K-pop era. BAGMNA, Internet MEMPRBSAR, SMUNYA. Algorithms don't understand nuance. They reward engagement. The more people argued, the more the clip spread. The more it spread, the angrier the comments became. Outrage fuels visibility. Visibility fuels more outrage. And the cycle never asks who gets hurt along the way. Jigsaw APA, Yang SCBNRNYA, TRJDIDISINI. This wasn't a BTS controversy. It wasn't a dating show scandal. It was a collision of worlds. A casual TV format meeting a fandom built on deep emotional investment. A light joke meeting a global legacy. When those worlds collide, sparks are inevitable. Pause, imosai. Pause for a moment. Let that sink in. Sit with that for a second. Think about this carefully. How many times have we seen this pattern before? Counterclockwise arrows button, POLA, Yang TRUSTRULNG. This isn't the first time BTS has been dragged into an unrelated conversation. And it won't be the last. Their name carries weight. Mentioning it changes the scale of any discussion instantly. What's small becomes massive. What's harmless becomes controversial. Not because of intent, but because of impact. Clapperboard APA Yang BISAKITA PDLAJRI. One comment can rewrite the narrative. One comparison can ignite a fan war. One moment can escape its original context forever. In the age of clips and captions, nothing exists in isolation. Every word travels. Every joke transforms. Every reaction multiplies. End arrow PNUTUP, SINIMATK. This story didn't begin with hate. It began with a laugh. But once BTS was pulled into the frame, everything changed. And maybe the real question is whether the comparison was accurate, or whether fans overreacted. The real question is this. In a world where attention is currency, can anything involving BTS ever stay small? Here's the part most people stop talking about too soon. When the noise fades. When the comments slow down. When the next controversy takes over the timeline. Someone is still left carrying the weight. The contestant moves on, but the label sticks. The guy who looked like BTS. Not his name. Not his personality. Just the comparison. And for BTS, it's another reminder of how their image exists far beyond their control. Direct hit KTLKA Nama BSAR, JADI BYNG. Fame at this level creates a shadow. Anyone who steps too close gets pulled into it. Sometimes it's flattering. Sometimes it's accidental. And sometimes it's unwanted. This is what happens when a global icon becomes a reference point for everything. Movies, fashion, dating shows. Even casual jokes. The bigger the name, the heavier the consequences. Brain REKSI Yang TRBGI, KDUNYA MURSA BNAR. One side says, it was just a joke, relax. The other says, words matter, respect matters. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Both sides believe they're protecting something. One protects freedom to speak casually. The other protects a legacy they care deeply about. That's why these debates never truly end. They just pause. Pause, emoSITRAKHAR. Pause for a moment. Let that sink in. Sit with that for a second. Think about this carefully. How much power does a single sentence really have? Globe showing Europe, Africa, GAMBRAN, BESARDI era digital. We live in a time where context dies quickly. Clips travel faster than explanations. Reactions arrive before understanding. A moment meant for entertainment becomes evidence. A joke becomes a headline. And a comparison becomes a conflict. Not because people want chaos, but because the system rewards it. End arrow, CATTNTRAKHIR. This wasn't about who looked like who. It was about how fast attention turns into pressure. A dating show didn't plan to start a fan war. A panelist didn't expect backlash. And BTS didn't ask to be part of the conversation. Yet all of them were pulled in. That's the reality of modern fame. Once a name reaches a certain height, every echo becomes louder than intended. And sometimes, the loudest moments begin with the quietest comments.